we gonna just be turning around?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, let me get my glasses off. Hey, Alberta.
Alberta into his house.
Alberta in the house. That's a nice, we are in Calvary Cemetery right now. But we are leaving out. He turning here to turn around. We're about to head up into Ferguson and Dellwood. What else is right there?
Ferguson and Dellwood.
Ferguson. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful cemetery. This is the largest cemetery in the city of St. Louis with over 300,000 graves. Hey, Angela. And it's called Calvary Cemetery. So the cemeteries over here close pretty early. This closes at like 5 o'clock or 4:30. Bell Fountain is next door this way, and they close at about 4:30. But they have like walking trails and stuff like that in them, and so you know it's a good place to go to get away from everything.
Lakes and everything in there.
Good morning, Misha. Good morning. How you doing? All right, so we are turning on to West Florissant. We came down here yesterday and went to Velvet Freeze. It was really entertaining.
It was different.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Hey, Atisha. So today we're going to be going to Dellwood and Ferguson, and we're going to give you the Mike Brown story and show you some of the important buildings that were, were involved in the whole Mike Brown situation. Hey, Misha. So Mike Brown, his death changed a lot of things here in like the county areas of St. Louis, because at one time they were literally victimizing black drivers, black people. Hey, big girl. And Ferguson at one time was actually a sundown town. If you don't know what a sundown town is, it's basically if you black, you got to be out of that town by the time the sundown go down, or what they say, the police will get you.
They would bring you in.
Yeah, the police will get you.
Harass you, arrest you unjustly. They called it bringing you in, and in some of them, they would even take your life.
Hey, Rochelle.
But not Ferguson per se, but in some of the sundown towns, like way out in different rural areas.
Yes.
Especially during Jim Crow, they would, it would not end bad or good for you.
My mom lived in Ferguson, Olympia. So if you're not gonna like truth, then this is probably not gonna be the live stream for you. And so as I like to say before we get started, we are not, this is history. This is not something that we made up to make people upset. It's what happened, and we need to learn from our history, and people need to learn from the mistakes and stop repeating them, because then we repeat this horrible history over and over and over again. And that's what's currently happening in the United States of America.
Yeah, we lived in Ferguson for a short while, probably about less than a year, in the Canfield Greens. Didn't really like it. So
no.
Moved back to the city.
And I grew up over here. Hey, Donna, how you doing? I grew up in this area. And so, yeah.
Donna in the house.
So this is Riverview. And this literally runs down to the circle. We called it the circle, and that's the road that most people can't drive. And it used to be a rite of passage when you learn to drive the circle, because everybody gets nervous when they get up to, it's their turn. Like literally it'd be your turn. And everybody get nervous when it's their turn.
You had to know what you're doing. You had to know what you was doing for the circle.
It's people that would get in the circle and be in that mud for a while because they would be scared to get over to get out. Yeah. So I don't know if it's still like that. Maybe it's because we're older, but now. It may be, yeah, because people drive like they crazy.
But yeah, we lived through this.
Yes.
It was 2014.
Yes.
And we lived through it. It was, well, I'm going to talk about the aftermath. She's going to talk about the
history of the areas.
The history of the area and the events that actually took place with the actual event. Yes.
Now, okay, I'm going to give you guys the history of Dellwood and Ferguson, because they're like right next to each other. And so, it used to be like Ferguson, Florissant, because there are also, it's like all of these jurisdictions like line up as you're driving. Good morning, my books and babies. We got roundabouts here, and I seen this elderly woman drive over it. It could be entertaining to watch. Yes, this is West Florissant. This is what is it called?
The place
where Tina Turner and them perform.
Club Imperial.
Club Imperial. They're about to tear this down. A lot of people performed there. My aunt was at the protest, and the cops blanked a tear gas can in her court and caught fire. That was a time to be alive here in St. Louis.
It was like Vietnam. I mean, it was bullets, rubber bullets, tear gas, percussion grenades, tanks, armored vehicles. And that was a big thing, and the government had to get involved. And I mean, we actually lived through this. Our daughter lived out here. So this is something we talking firsthand account. And
she was one of the witnesses that they questioned. As far as, we protested here in Springfield, Missouri. Really, Nicole? Wow. Now, as I was saying, his death changed a lot, and it exposed a lot about these jurisdictions out here in North County, South County. It's a lot of them where they just developed these places to literally go target black people that were driving through their towns, and they financed their towns on monies from black people. We lived in Blackjack when it happened. Okay, and so again, this is fact. We're not gonna try. We're not making up things. This is what happened, so I'm gonna give you the history. And one of the reasons why I think it was so much strife in this area is just because of the history of this area. This is Jennings. This area, all of the stuff out here, of course, first was native land. I told y'all I like to give y'all that history because we should always acknowledge those who came before us, and before any of us were here that black whatever we are outside. This was native land, okay, and so it was home to the Osage, the Illini Confederacy, and then they were basically ran out of Missouri. If they made it illegal for natives to live in Missouri, because of course they were basically trying to take the land. That's why they did that. And so once they got them out, then a lot of slaveholders moved out here, and all of these little jurisdictions that we know now as Dellwood, Jennings, Ferguson, Florissant, they were massive slave plantations. Massive slave plantations.
Even Jennings
okay,
Station Road, Jennings was a big slaveholder. And
they like to say that most of these places only held like 10 to 15 people, but when you got 2,000 acres of land, that is impossible. It's impossible.
They had hundreds of slaves.
Yeah, it was hundreds of people that was filmed that were running these.
So it was thousands of slaves. You gotta think about it.
It used to be Northwest.
They were bringing
Northland.
These slave ships was traveling back and forth for 250 years, and they would hold up to 300 slaves on each one.
Yes.
And even if they were saying 50% of the slaves would survive the journey, that's a lot of slaves over 250 years.
Oh, now, Dellwood is where the Laramie plantation once stood, and it was a 2,000-acre farm built in 1858. And the records state that about 16 enslaved people worked the farm. They grew hemp, meadow hay, and grass seed. And by 1860, its major crop was hay. They also grew corn, rye, and oats, sweet potatoes, raised sheep, and hogs, and they produced honey, beeswax, and flax. See, so if you did not know, black people, I'm a beekeeper, and we are beekeepers. The people that actually kept bees back in the day were black people. It was a tradition that was brought over from West Africa. Being that we are beekeepers, I found it amazing that the enslaved people on the farms were responsible for keeping bees. Many historians point out that many enslaved people brought beekeeping knowledge from West Africa, where domesticated bees had been kept for centuries before the transatlantic slave trade. So, as a black girl, I used to be afraid of bees. It's like we got this fear of things. Okay, we're gonna have to pull over because we're about to enter the area where the incident happened, and I want to take you to some of the places. Hey, you're in my hood, Dellwood. Okay, and so I was afraid of them, but it's like you don't know. Like I was reading a lot last night on beekeeping, and it's like I'm half Nigerian, and West Africa would include Nigeria. And I was just reading where it was saying your ancestors are talking through you, because I also I grow a lot, and my father revolutionized the way that they grow food in Nigeria. He actually wrote the book on agriculture in Nigeria, and so I've never met my father either, but I found out last night that my father revolutionized honey and honey production in Africa. And I was amazed that my life my life path has brought me down the same route that he took. And so, yeah, he revolutionized honey production in Africa. And I was just like, what?
Ancestors.
Yeah, like your ancestors talk through you, and they like, I'm like standing outside sometimes, and I'm like, I hear them. You can hear them talk to you if you just slow down sometimes in life and let them kind of take the lead, you know. And it really touched me yesterday. I was actually crying last night. So yeah, we're beekeepers. And I'm proud of that now. And I form as an UMSL student. This is so informative and I love it. Yeah, look up my father. His name was Alfred Ihikaroni. It's hard hey P, but he wrote the agricultural book for Nigeria. And then he was the dean of the Nigerian college. So yeah, look him up. Really, I'm gonna do a story on him. It's Alfred Ihikaroni. People used to talk about my last name back in the day when I went to Riverview, and they would talk about my last name and laugh. And I would always say, this is what your name is supposed to be. Okay. It's supposed to be, African. It's supposed to have African origin. You know what I'm saying?
But
and so,
been so much,
I'm proud of that.
It's just been like propagandized and brainwashed to where they make you hate
you should not hate yourself.
Ancestry. It's like on, Boys in the Hood when he's like, well, I ain't no African booty scratcher, but you're African. If you melanated and you in America, you're African. Yeah. You know.
And so was someone used to be for slave homes. Yeah, so it was a lot of that. And when you like, it was purposely hid here in Missouri, the whole slave thing. IHEKORONYE, Riverview, yeah. And then, it's just, I felt like really touched last night when I was learning these things.
Privilege.
And so don't be afraid of bees, Black people. Y'all, they said the hum of bees is literally your ancestors speaking to you. You just got to slow down and listen.
And that's true, Lady Care-Bear. I mean, it's not to discriminate against anybody else, but I mean, it's just fact. Yeah. I mean, the first man was found 2 million years ago in Africa.
Yes.
They called him the handyman. The first man to walk upright, to use a tool, was 2 million years ago in Africa.
Yes. And you know what else I found out too? Okay, so we grow sunflowers. And people would grow sunflowers to
Top Cop 84
to show that it was a safe place. If you were like a runaway and you were on the Underground Railroad, they would grow sunflowers because they were tall and you could spot them. Okay, and then enslaved people, when they ran from these plantations, they would literally take sunflower seeds and put them in their pockets, and they would use those to survive on because they're filled with protein, oils. They're rich in protein. Also, they would use sunflowers to find out directions. So I'm gonna show y'all, once the sunflowers start coming in, they actually turn to the sun. So slave and people that were running would use sunflowers to find the direction to run towards.
Yeah, we've been to Kinloch. There's a video on there about it. We did drive through what's left of it. They really decimated Kinloch.
Yeah, they did. Okay, so today we are in Ferguson, Dellwood, the Dellwood area. So grow some sunflowers. I mean, I don't know why I was pulled to them, but last night I kind of found out. I've been pulled to these things.
You said too that they was the on the Underground Railroad, the safe places, the people that was like helping, like Harriet Tubman and other people, the Meachams, to along the way to get to the free states, they would plant sunflowers as a symbol to say this is a safe place.
Yes.
This is a haven.
Yes.
So sunflowers are significant in the African diaspora, even here in America.
Nothing happens by, and then it was like nothing happens by accident. Like your ancestors led you to this. And like I said, it actually brought me to tears because I've been like, you have this in your head, but then people tell you that you're crazy, or you know what I'm saying? And it just showed me that no, I'm not. Like, it was just touching. Okay, good morning, JD. So love a bee. Don't be scared of them. They ain't doing nothing to you. And the bees that you see out there are girls. The men bees do not. They don't do nothing. I ain't trying to say nothing, but girl power. Okay, now
the men keep the species.
I mean, of course they do, but I'm saying they don't like, you know, the honey and the beeswax that you get is from girls.
The work, yeah.
Yeah.
They pollinate.
Yeah. You didn't know that about sunflowers? Yeah, I'm glad they say if bees sting you, it's for our health. If a bee sting you, that mean that you was messing with it. Or like, you know, it was scared
They get spooked.
Yeah.
They don't sometimes know, because if they sting a human, that's it for them.
Yeah, that's their life. So the men are lazy. Scrappy.
Scrap.
Yes, the men are lazy.
Don't do that.
In the winter,
you're supposed to be standing up for.
No. Good morning, Kim. In the winter, they throw the when you go to a beehive, you'll see all these bees laying out. They throw the men out in the winter because they just lay around and the women feed them and they take care of them. And so when it get cold, they be like, we don't need you. So they throw them out, and you would just see them all laying out there dead outside the beehive. Hilarious.
I would say the men sacrifice themselves.
They don't sacrifice themselves. They literally just be like, get the hell out. You ain't doing nothing but laying up here playing Nintendo.
Good morning, Kim.
Wait, it's PlayStation nowadays, I think. You just laying up here playing PlayStation, talking on the internet. And we protect the queen. You don't, P. The girls do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The girls are the soldiers.
The girls do. But the men, I know what he's saying. Yeah, y'all do. But yeah, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I do. It's true.
Thank you, Funk. Somebody stand up.
P-Funk just always with all his animals. He just with the goat milk and all that, you know.
But the main thing is that the men, okay, now this is interesting. So what is that called when she makes her maiden voyage?
The maiden voyage of the queen.
Okay, so when the queen makes her maiden voyage,
queen bee,
baby, the male drone bees, they up in the air, right, and they copulate. You know what copulate means? Mm-hmm. Okay, they ejaculate. And when they do this with the queen, they give her all these eggs so she can keep having babies. I'm talking about 20, 30, 40,000 eggs. But when they do this, they explode.
Yeah, the male genitalia.
Their member explodes.
It blow off.
Yeah, and it blows them up too.
Yeah, and they die. Men.
So when they say, you know, when they say, well, I ain't gonna say when they say bust, they explode.
Yeah, the men's genitals explode off.
It's like a grenade.
See what I mean about?
So they give the ultimate sacrifice for the
bee
bee colony. They give her the eggs to make the babies.
Don't look like that, ain't
and then they die.
Don't look like that. Yeah,
they explode.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
Bee life is really amazing.
I mean, at least he get one good time. You know what I'm saying? Boy, then it just be over. You know. I came in at the wrong time. No, you didn't, Trey.
Came in at the right
oh my, what a conversation to come in on. Hey, Catherine.
No, this is science. This is for scientific purposes.
And they all look shocked. Yeah.
Yeah, the man explodes.
Yeah, they bust a move. Okay.
He literally bust a move.
He bust a move. All right, now. We are currently right now in Ferguson. Okay, we're going to change the subject because, you know, I know men are now sitting there like, what? Yes, have you seen the movie Beekeeper, guys? It's a movie called Beekeeper, guys? I need to watch it.
No, they're saying, have we seen the movie Beekeepers? And they're saying guys, meaning us.
Oh.
They're talking to us.
Oh, yeah, that's fake.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
The don't know what's better out there. They don't. The women do it. You know, the queen go many times. You know, she be like, I'm going to take you. And then she take all that back to the hive. And then that's how they have all those eggs that they lay. Which we're going to do some lives from the hive so y'all can we could give y'all a view of all of this. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's really cool. I think y'all would love it. It's really cool. And they're very intelligent. Okay, now we're going to start talking about what happened here in Ferguson. Now, I always like to read off, I believe there is a movie. I'm sure it is. Because the bee movie, you know, where they were saying with Seinfeld, that cartoon.
Yeah, and they had the bees that pollinated.
That wouldn't have been a boy. It would have been a girl.
Figures. No, that's not
that would have been a woman. Yeah. Now, I'm going to read off the estates first. So they had the Thomas January estate that was out here, or plantation. The William B. Ferguson plantation. The Marshall Brethren plantation. The David Shepherd plantation. And each of these held between 5 to 20 enslaved people, which really they were more. Most of these had over 2,000 acres. And then I want to give you some of the names because, like I said, I like to read names. Yes, in Ferguson, yes. Some of the enslaved people that were out on these plantations were Jonathan, Nancy, Mary, Jenny, Lucy, Hannah, Rose, Rachel, Betty, Millie, Sally, Jack, John, Ben, Peter, and Pompey. And so you want to give a moment.
Pompey? Yeah, let's give a moment.
Okay.
Now, there was a pomp. that went on the Lewis and Clark expedition. Funk, I would say it's equally. It take a village to raise a child.
Is a real movie. Plus, they're making the other Beekeeper. I'm gonna have to watch that, Sean.
So the men had their role.
The movie.
Yeah, with the guy with that Kevin Statham.
Oh, I saw that one where he was
like an assassin.
That was hilarious.
I lost interest.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, the men have their role.
I thought they was gonna show more of the beekeeping, you know, and it was like him doing stuff. I was like, what is this? I was coming here for the bees. Okay,
so I equate bees to like an African village.
Because
the men have their role and the women have their role, and they know how to work together. Nobody is more dominant over the other.
Yeah, so hit that like button too while we're here. Now, I'm going to start telling you about what happened during the Mike Brown incident, okay? And I'm going to try not to use words that is going to get a strike here.
I just say the incident.
And that's why I'm calling it the incident.
Yeah, the incident. When
so don't be offended.
The actual, the police pow-powing or whatever it was that happened to him, it's the incident.
Yeah,
so
I'm just calling it that. Okay, y'all. So I don't want nobody to get offended. I don't want anybody, and so I can't use the words and because we don't want to get a strike, because this information should be known. Okay, so on August 9th, 2014, 18-year-old Mike Brown at 11, all of this stuff happened within 20 minutes. It was 20 minutes that all of this occurred. Okay, so from 11:51 to 11:54, say we glitching out. Maybe we need to start driving because we just going right up here to the first place that he went, which was at 9101 West Florissant. Okay, now I'm gonna repeat that because it said it skipped. On August 9th, 2014, 18-year-old Mike Brown at 11:51 to 11:54 and his friend entered Ferguson Market and Liquor at 9101 West Florissant. And I think that's up here. I think that's what this is.
That's right here.
Yeah, turn in there. Can y'all hear me? Because somebody said it's skipping.
9101.
Because I know this was...
I think 9101 down here by the old Sweetie Pie.
Okay, they can hear us. Okay, so 9101 West Florissant. I thought it was here.
It might be, but I know... Because I know that it's a King Grill.
Because I want to get this right with y'all.
9100, a 9101. Let me see.
Because they changed the name because people had stopped.
It might be. Because it's the only convenience store in this area, I think.
They stopped going here, to the store. And then we're going to tell y'all why people were so upset as well, okay? And I think this is it.
9101. Yep.
This is 9101. I'm going to get out so y'all can see it. They changed the name. So this was called Ferguson Market and Liquor. And it sits at 9101 West Florissant. Now, surveillance video showed him taking a box of cigarillos and pushing a clerk who tried to stop him. Okay? Now let me get out and show y'all Ferguson Market. It used to be called Ferguson Market and Liquor. I knew it was right here because I remember. It is now called Elite Market and Grill. And this is it right here. Okay, so he entered this store, and that would have been at 11:51, and he stayed in here till about 11:54. Okay, they said he took a pack of cigarillos and then exited the store by pushing the clerk. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Ethan? And this is now called Elite Market and Grill. You can see what's around here. Give y'all a view down West Florissant. And during the time that this was going on, you couldn't drive through here. All of this was
a war zone.
Yeah, it literally was a war zone over here. Hey, who said that? Kat, how you doing from the south side? So yeah, we gonna get back in the car.
I'm trying to remember what. So the Quick Trip was way up there.
Yeah, the Quick Trip was at the light down there. No, it's at the next light.
Yeah, because it was on the other side of the Canfield.
Yeah, so we gonna show y'all all of that. See, this is West Florissant. That was not there.
After the incident, like some years later, they was trying to make amends. I guess they put in this Big Brother, Big Sister Association,
Missouri.
They put some clinics in here. A lot has changed since that happened.
So we're going to take y'all down West Florissant and give y'all more of what happened. And then we're going to turn...
the Mike Brown incident that happened here in St. Louis in 2014.
2014. He was 18 years old.
He was 18, and it sparked a big racial debate. And they had national news, CNN.
Yeah,
it was a big thing.
It was insane.
And it was a big thing on policing of blacks as opposed to whites.
Yeah.
It was a national thing. Yeah.
So you see, this was the location that he came in that started the whole incident. Okay.
Back that glass up.
Yes.
Up on Bell Fountain.
All right. So we get back in the car, y'all. Now, when he get back in, I'm gonna tell you the next thing that happened. Now, so he would have exited the store at 11:54. Him and his friend. Now, somebody in the store called the police. Okay, because I mean, if somebody coming in and taking something, they gonna do that. Thank you for putting the seatbelt on. So I'm probably he was blank and killed in front of my former apartment. So, and my daughter too. She lived over there. Thank you for putting them seatbelts on. Now, at 11:53, a dispatcher reported a stealing in progress, and she described the suspect as a black male in a white. Now, at 11:57, so they would have came out and walked. He probably ran across the street. He would have ran across the street, and they start walking down this way. Okay. Now, at 11:57, a second dispatcher provided a more detailed description stating one was in a white shirt and a red cardinal hat, and the other was in a black t-shirt. Now, we're going to be turning down here because they would have came out, walked down here, and turned down Canfield Drive. Okay? Now, at 12 o'clock, Officer Wilson hears a call go out over the radio. And they would have been walking down this street here. Wilson encountered Brown and Johnson walking down Canfield Drive, which is where we are currently, and tells him to move over onto the sidewalk. Wilson realized that the two guys fit the description that he had heard over the radio, and he blocked their path and traffic. So he basically pulled the car, blocked the entire road so that they couldn't get through. Now, there was a 90-second window here. So they said it was a thing where they were like fighting in the car. He reached into the police officer's car, and it was some stuff that went on, and there was a pow fired. That bump is just, and then you see they do that. Okay.
You gonna just tear the bottom of your car off?
Yeah. So they had an encounter, and two pops were in the car. Okay, in the police officer's vehicle, and the Mike was actually his hand. You know, the pow went through his hand, so he took off running. Him and his friend, and they fled on foot with Wilson chasing. And according to witnesses, Brown had his hands up to surrender. Now they said that is not what happened. They said that Brown turned toward Wilson and went for Wilson. And then Wilson fired.
He said that he went for his weapon.
Yeah. And he took the young man's life.
There was no video footage,
no
cell phone footage of this incident. So it was like, so he says he went for my weapon. Some people say he didn't. And it was a whole thing.
Is somebody named Joseph? Let me see. I'm trying to see. I don't even see Joseph. They saying block Joseph. He was also hit. And yes. Okay. This is Canfield Green Apartments. That's what's really messed up. That's what they say. But the real story goes, the store never called. Okay. Joseph. Okay. Do you see him? I wish I could really tell what happened. The lies that were being told about.
Joseph Stalin. You're the problem.
He made about.
Oh, okay.
That,
wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait.
I gotta find him. Donna, do you see him? Yeah, get rid of. I'm trying to see. I don't see him on here. We got a moderator in.
Okay, I see. Joseph Stalin. Go. It's up by
what?
Back that glass up, right up over her. Who cares about a day? Okay. Yeah, this is what he says.
Wow.
Okay.
You know when people, that's just total.
If you scroll up.
I'm trying to find
back
it.
That glass up on top of her and under Misha.
I'm trying to find it.
It's all the way. It's up a pretty.
I see.
Yeah. We gonna just block that fool.
Okay.
It ain't even worth it.
All right, I got it, y'all. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Okay.
So anyway,
I got him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's like that's why we don't move on from things that's what I said about learning from history.
Ignorance and hate.
Yeah, and then I'm not even going to say anything about that because, you know, I told y'all somebody had left a comment, and I'm talking about the videos that I do where it's just literally talking about history, and somebody left a comment where they called me that. Okay, and so it's like the ignorance that we see, and the fact that you don't see what the real problem is the problem. You know, it gets me all the time. Now, as I was saying, he took this boy's life here in the middle of the street. And I say, boy, he was 18. He was an 18-year-old young man. Now, backup arrived at the scene. And when the backup arrived, they actually found Mike Brown dead in the street. Now, the thing that really got people upset was that Brown's body laid in the street for 4.5 hours in the summer heat. And we talking about August in St. Louis. Okay, 4.5 hours uncovered. And this angered residents, and it served as a catalyst for the protests that followed. Okay, and now they have a memorial here. They've replaced this many times, and we're gonna go out to see the memorial. Please don't make like just disgusting comments. Please, it's really no need to do that. So we're going to go look at this memorial here for Mike Brown. And as I was saying, my husband is going to pick up because Mike Brown's death changed a lot here in the city, and a lot was exposed because of it. Okay, my daughter was living out here at the time, and we lived out here when we first got married, like the first year of our marriage, the second year maybe.
The second year, that was 1995. That was when our second child was born. We lived, I think, over there.
No, my daughter lived over there.
Okay, where did we live?
She lived over there. We lived in the one over there in the bottom. And that was like in 95.
1995.
Yeah. Yes, this is the apartment where the Mike Brown incident happened.
Okay, so this is the memorial.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to just read through this really quick. Okay, so the Ferguson unrest, sometimes called the Ferguson uprising, the Ferguson protest, or the Ferguson riots. It was a series of protests and riots which began in Ferguson, Missouri on August 10th, 2014, the day after the fatal unaliving of Michael Brown, an 18-year-old, by Ferguson Police Department officer Darren Wilson. The unrest sparked a vigorous debate in the United States about the relationship between the law enforcement officers and Black Americans, the militarization of police, and the use of force law in Missouri and nationwide. Continuing activism expanded the issue by including modern-day debtors' prisons, for-profit policy, and school segregation. Now, I know firsthand, when we lived here, I worked in Maryland Heights at Harris Casino, okay? Out of a 5-day work week, when you got up to West Florissant, I would be pulled over at least 3 or 4. 3 or 4 times out of a 5-day work week. And they would pull you over. They wouldn't take it. They would just mess with you. So I knew they was messing with me because one time I was coming home from work. They pulled me over and, just the normal interrogation, questioning. And then he got an actual call.
Yeah, I was in the car.
He got an actual call at one of the nightclubs down here.
And they took his driver's license and then never gave it back.
And he got an actual call and he ran off to the car like a fight up here at the nightclub and took my driver's license.
Right.
So that shows you he was just bothering, but anyway.
If somebody, okay, I told y'all don't be disrespectful. And to say was Mike Brown a thug, these are things that people do of all colors all the time. 18-year-olds all the time do things like that, where they do that.
Right.
And so I don't know what your definition of a thug is, but people do that all the time. And then they just are being like called mischievous, or they being called things. Now, you should not do them. I'm not saying that it's okay to do that. But what I'm saying is nobody's life that's 18 should be taken because of an incident like that. That's all I'm saying. He was a child.
$2 pack of cigars.
Okay?
That's a petty theft. That's mischief. And people have did a lot worse and not gotten any kind of punishment.
What did Tupac say about the word thug?
The hate you give, the little infants F's us all.
Right.
Thug life. And that's what's coming back to us now, is because we don't, like I said.
He was going to college.
Like I said on a previous live, America's nothing but a chain. Okay? If you treat the blacks as the weak link, eventually the whole chain breaks.
Right.
And that's what's happening now to America.
Right, my books and babies.
You didn't do right by one race of people, and not a whole thing is falling apart.
Yeah.
So anyway, where was I at? Okay.
And I'm telling you, we talking fact, not fiction. And so you can get in here and say these things about,
and it's,
thugs,
it shows,
or it's like that's ignorance.
Ignorance. And that's why we in this predicament, because of ignorant people. We ain't going nowhere as a people. You know, and everybody like to say, well, we're all human and we was enslaved and these was enslaved. Okay, so then why are you saying that? So the people that say we all humans, why are you talking about this human like that?
I worked on a golf course where children of another color were doing crazy stuff and getting away with it. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
You're 18, you do things.
Have some respect for this man.
And this boy, he was
family.
a child. He was
Have
18.
some respect for this
he hadn't even
being.
started his life. He hadn't started his life.
Okay.
And we are not telling the side of Mike Brown. We're telling the entire story of what happened.
This is the nationwide story.
Yeah.
This is the Department of Justice got involved with this.
Right.
The government. They had people from CNN here. The national news got involved. It's not just the people from this neighborhood or my point of view. Okay. So as the details of the unaliving emerged, police established curfews and deployed riot squads in anticipation of unrest. Okay, along with peaceful protests, there was significant amounts of looting, violence in the vicinity of the site of the unaliving, as well as across the city. Okay, media criticism of the militarization of the police in Ferguson after the act was frequent. The unrest continued on November 24, 2014, after a grand jury did not indict Officer Darren Wilson. It briefly flared again on the first anniversary of the act. The Department of Justice concluded that Darren Wilson acted in self-defense. Okay. In response, the DOJ conducted an investigation into the police practices of Ferguson police. March 2015, the DOJ announced that they had determined that the Ferguson Police Department had engaged in misconduct against the citizens of Ferguson by, among other things, discriminating against African Americans by applying racial stereotypes in a pattern or practices of unlawful conduct. The DOJ also found that the Ferguson Police Department City Council relied on fines and other charges generated by the police for funding municipal services. So in other words, pull over black people, give them tickets, and we can fund our city off of that.
Right.
They were getting now I'm not going to make an exact quote of it, but it was a high percentage of the coffer money that went to Ferguson came from pulling over black people and putting tickets on them.
You say, why were they looting and why were they stealing? Because you think it was somebody else's fault. Why do y'all loot and steal, Lane? Right. You can look up the East St. Louis race massacre, and then you tell me why they did that. Again, these are things that are through history, and you cannot throw out some crap and then I'm not gonna come back at you with something. So it ain't just don't do that where you just trying to say black people do these things. That's not true.
So why did Rosewood happen?
Okay,
when white citizens
just sit throwing out facts.
White citizens murdered and looted and burned homes in Rosewood, Florida. Why did Black Wall Street happened?
And there was no reason behind that.
Why did Black Wall Street happen when this predominantly black area in Oklahoma was bombed from the air by National Guard and these other people?
And we not, like I said, when you do that, see, you think you're the only one that's going to throw something out. You are on a channel about education, and I'm going to educate you. So I'm going to educate you. We are not the ones that made that a thing. You got to understand that. People learn from their captors, okay? And so these are learned behaviors. So when you do things, what else are they going to do? And that's them acting out against the system. That's what that is. It ain't just being like somebody taking my job and I'm going to go through here and massacre people. Do you get my difference? I'm going to burn a whole city down. That is truth. And if it hurts your feelings and it make you feel bad, it's something wrong with you. That's something you should look at. So stop throwing this stuff out here about why do black people do these things? And then ask yourself, why do you do them?
Right.
We are here to make ourselves better as a race, as a whole race, the human race. We ain't here trying to point fingers at a specific person. But if you do it, I can do it too. I'm not going, and then you're going to report or whatever. But I'm telling you truth and fact. Okay? And if somebody was injured during this whole thing, these are things. These are things that you say, why did they steal things? These are things. People was taking lives during the East St. Louis stuff.
Right.
They took lives.
Black Wall Street. Look up Black Wall Street.
Don't do this.
Where a black, see, like the first homegrown terrorism wasn't 9/11. It was Black Wall Street.
Y'all need to stop
when
that.
They bombed a black area from the air. The Ku Klux Klan. Okay.
And
we gonna hit you with facts.
That's what I'm gonna do. And I don't like being like, I'm gonna throw something out at you. But when you throw something out at me and you ask me a question, I'm gonna throw one right back. So that's why I said we're not gonna do that here and be disrespectful to this young man who lost his life for nothing. What do a pack of cigarillos cost?
Barely.
Stop it. Man. And to call somebody a thug. That's why we in a situation that we in right now.
So stop it.
So
was Al Capone a thug? Was John Dillinger a thug? Was Bonnie and Clyde thugs?
Stop it.
It's like, stop it. You're going to get shut down every time.
Every time.
Okay, we're not going to play the one side against the other. But that's what you're doing. So,
again, you on I'm an educated black woman. Okay? And I am a black woman because y'all made it that way. You have put labels on people. Y'all need to stop that. Okay.
Yeah. So during the riot, 10 members of the public were injured. 6 police officers were injured. 321 members of the public were arrested. Now, Quick Trip was looted and burned to the ground. Okay. On August 9th, the evening after the event, residents made a makeshift memorial, probably near the same spot. They made a makeshift memorial of flowers and candles in the spot where it happened. According to Mother Jones, an unidentified policeman allowed his dog to urinate on the memorial. And later, police vehicles crushed the memorial down. Now, what was the point of that? And that's why the people were enraged.
Yeah. Did you hear what he said? They allowed dogs to pee on the memorial.
The police came back, allowed dogs to pee on the memorial. What kind of disrespect is that? You know? You allow dogs to urinate on the memorial, and then you use your vehicles to crush the memorial, all the flowers and candles. What was the point of that?
So then that outraged them, and then it caused it to flare up.
And the man's mother was out here?
Yeah, and then they were running over the memorial. The policemen were purposely running over this boy's memorial with the car.
And they was having a candlelight vigil peacefully with priests, the man's mother.
Yeah.
And all these clergymen. So when community leaders, and then you bring your cars and run over the memorial, and come on now,
and that enraged people. So that's
why
what led to a lot of that.
Looted things.
Yeah,
for your information.
So yeah, all right. So look, this was a sundown town, and those practices continued, where they would, if it's sundown, you got to be out of their town, okay.
And then again, another thing.
No, baby. Wait, you are not feeling black pain because, mama, I've not been brainwashed, baby. I'm sorry to tell you that. That's all. I've not. This is where the Mike Brown Memorial is. At one point, I was. So I'm going to be honest with you. At one point, I was brainwashed, but I'm not anymore. It's called waking up, and that's what they don't want a lot of people to do.
Some of you that's saying this ignorant stuff, you need to wake up before it's too late. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. It was the birth of Black Lives Matter. Yeah. So I'm not brainwashed. At one time, yes. I'm telling you I was, but I'm not anymore. It's like to wake up and see the reality of what is happening and how they pit you against me is sad. So
yeah, you want to
keep going with that. You want to
stay sleeping,
and that's why they want you to stay
and
sleep.
And everybody else trying to move on. You trying to stay sleeping ignorant.
Yeah, it ain't even necessarily getting hyped up. It's just being factual. You can't throw out stuff and then think that, like, oh, I done dropped the mic when the mic drop ain't been dropped. You know what I'm saying? You can't call people things and then not look into your own history to see what type of thuggish things were occurring in your own communities. So, it's just stop with this racist stuff. They literally use race to pit us against each other so they can continue to steal and make their lives better. Okay? Okay? So, and then you also talk about a group of people that were enslaved. But let's see here. When the conservatives call us woke, it ain't even a diss. It's not a diss. It's not a diss at all. Okay, so you keep being pitted against each other and you keep not getting anything. Okay, as we try to uplift ourselves as a community, when you break it off and you make people do these things, it's just you had people enslaved for hundreds of years, and then you want them to just be, you know, you throw them into society and not give them anything. And it's not right. Like, they worked, you took people's lives. Think about that. At the age, I'm gonna be 50 this year. These people had no life. They couldn't even have their own thoughts. They didn't own them. So when you do that and then you just throw them out and then you call them thugs, it's just not right.
And then you made it illegal for a black person to learn
to read and everything.
In the law, you made it illegal. Okay, you had Jim Crow laws. It's like I told my brother-in-law,
right?
My Caucasian brother-in-law. I said, I'm gonna give you an example to try to help you understand this.
Yes.
Okay, I'm black, you white. Okay, then you got Asians and all other people in there. But me and you is right there at the starting line next to each other. They say run 100 yards. Okay, now they give you 80-yard disadvantage in front of me, and then they put lead weights on my feet and say, okay, now go. That's America. Okay, that's disenfranchisement.
So, come on. And then you should have left us where we was at. We was chilling and thriving. And another thing about that too.
We were.
Yeah, another thing about that, when people think, you know, like they say, like, black people stupid, they literally targeted you for what you had, the knowledge that you had. So the thing was when they brought people over here, they weren't bringing over dummies. They were bringing over people that knew how to build, that would invent things, that knew how to form. That were city planners.
Master architects.
And then they lied about it through history. That's when I say I was asleep and I'm not anymore. Okay? And that's like, we are all humanity, and we got to think like that. Y'all got to stop thinking like I'm a white man and I'm better, or I'm, you know, you a black person and you stupid. That ain't true.
Right.
It ain't true.
And the sooner you get that, I'm talking to the ignorant ones, as sooner you get that and learn that and step up to the real world, step up in the 21st century with us, you'll be better off.
Right.
Because your taxes is high too. You can't live either. When people go to war and they start drafting, you gonna be involved too. Your son's gonna be involved. This is because they keep you ignorant and they keep getting billions.
And then we gotta live around this ignorance. You know, would you want that? Would you want to live around ignorance? I don't like it. That's why I'm trying to educate you on the fact that the white supremacy is a myth. It is not a real thing. We got to stop that. We are all humans. We learn from each other. That's what this is. It's supposed to be the United States of America, right?
Not black America.
It ain't supposed to be when a black person come in the store, I'm going to film them. Or when a black boy do something, then, oh my gosh, he a thug. But when a white boy do it, he's just mischievous. That's crazy. We all do things. At 18, I wasn't solid. You grow, you learn. And this boy was an 18-year-old child who was about to go to college, and his life was taken. And regardless of what the legal system want to call it or whatever, it was murder. That's what we call murder. It's murder. So legally, yeah, you didn't convict this man. You can get on here and say that or whatever. But morally, it was not right. Okay? And you gonna read things that's gonna tell you, oh, it was murder. It's the definition of murder. Look it up. As what's her name said, look it up.
Because the whatever that's supposedly stealing a $2 box of cigarettes.
Yeah, get out of here.
Was not didn't show grounds for. Come on now.
And I'm just calling it what it is. I'm not making up things.
I know the ignorant people gonna keep on being like, well, show me proof. I ain't finna keep going back and forth with these people. The ignorant people on here.
So it's like, some of the stuff like stealing a 6-pack of beer out of a store. That is also thuggish behavior, sir. But then you say what?
Stealing a country.
How
about that? You
say what?
How about stealing a country?
Okay.
Is that a petty crime? Is that worth? What is that worth? Okay.
So where are we going next? That's true.
But it's like I say.
It's like,
trying to keep it civilized.
The fact that
if you really want truth, you gonna get it.
And then they don't apologize. It's just, you ain't gotta apologize. Just, can we all, as what's his name said? Can we all just get along?
Another black man that was beaten mercifully, Rodney King. Can we all just get along?
Can we all just get along?
Apparently we can't.
And they laughed at that man when he said that.
Right.
But it's truth behind his statement.
We can't. So,
Yes. Okay. It's like if a person is hating on you got to.
It is not.
It's something that's the problem.
And that's the problem.
It's a problem.
You gotta have truth. Jesus said truth will set you free. Not lies and propaganda.
Yeah, James Byrd. Okay, so that was mischievous too. So, okay, like I said, you could go, and we really can't go toe to toe with this. because that's just pure violence.
That's truth going up against.
I'm saying
up against propaganda.
You can say they stole some stuff out of a store. Those are items, but it's in some of these things, lives were taken, y'all. Just saying. I don't think a life was lost up here unless it was like from, you know what I'm saying? That's not. And then you put a word over things to say riots. Everything ain't a riot.
No, some are slaughters.
Okay.
Some are.
Everything ain't a riot.
Look up. Like I'm saying, it's y'all homework. Look up Black Wall Street. Mm-hmm. Look up Rosewood. Look up East St. Louis. Look up Springfield. Look these things up, where the white citizens did these things to the black citizens.
Right, wrong is wrong. Stealing. This whole nation that we call America was stolen.
Right.
And it wasn't stolen by me.
It was people, millions of people, not a few people in teepees.
Look at Central Park,
like the propaganda you teach in school, a few people in teepees. It was millions of people here. They had organized roads, religious systems. They had coliseums and sporting events and hierarchy and government. And it was taken. And these people were genocide.
It was conquered. Is that what you're saying? So that's violence, sir. That's what we call thuggish behavior.
Right. When you go into what they call a nation that's already established, that ain't called conquering. That's called kidnapping and taking and stealing.
Yeah.
That ain't okay.
So
that's what's going on today.
The
with
thing
Ukraine
is that people,
and all these other places.
People are going people gonna do what they do. They gonna say what they say. But it's like racism is a big thing, right. And the people that are in the comment section making these racist comments are just showing it. Again, I'm telling you fact. This is not an opinion that I have.
Not your feelings. Your little feelings hurt.
Okay.
You want to stay white supreme and your little feelings hurt.
And then
these are facts.
And then we can also talk about the things that were done to black people when they were enslaved that we don't talk about. While you talking about thuggish behavior, we could talk about that too, because it was a lot of stuff. Yeah, they was enslaved, but they were being tortured literally. Okay, and we don't talk about that. So that's what I'm saying. Don't throw nothing over here because we gonna throw it back. Because the stuff that happened in slavery was not just where you had people working.
I mean, inhumane. If you refuse to eat, to have your teeth chiseled out with a chisel and hammer, and then a funnel put down your throat, and gruel and mush stuff down.
Thank you. Who said that? The world. I got Blank and Rob on the riverfront. I didn't say a black dude did it. I said a person. Okay, a bad person did it. Yeah.
We don't want to talk about inhumane things. Yeah. We really don't.
We gonna keep on going. This was just, and I knew this was gonna spark conversation.
I knew it was gonna bring.
And I knew that it was gonna be people that were gonna be saying things that are stupid. But you gonna deal with stupidity. That's why we live in America. You are entitled to your opinion.
But also you are entitled to facts.
Yeah.
These are facts. These are not opinions. This is documented facts. The Department of Justice, the media, everybody has documented this. What happened?
Yeah. So we're going to take y'all on a drive through down West Florissant to show you guys all of the businesses that sit off West Florissant now. The old location of the Quick Trip that was up here that was burned down during the riot, and it's right down the street here. So this is Canfield. Why am I coming in here and people messing with y'all? Y'all don't mess with this. Or they messing with me? I didn't know that, Kim.
I ain't worried about them messing with me.
I didn't know that.
I'm going to mess with them back. Remember back in school, we was
saying, I'm
going to get my lick back.
If somebody named Kevin is on here and they got a problem, Kevin, did I hurt your feelings?
Yeah.
Did I hurt his feelings?
I'm going to hit you with knowledge.
Did it hurt his feelings? Oh, do you need a baby diaper? Do you need your boo-boo wiped? Don't play. So this is Canfield Drive here. And we're going to turn out to rush. Yeah. I told you, look, I am a black woman from St. Louis. If I was a white woman from St. Louis, they would tell you about yourself too. Okay, you stupid. And so if you coming on here with stupid comments, you just a stupid person. Okay, that's what it's called, ignorance.
If you a hater like that, it must be some truth to it. If all y'all haters coming on here like this, that's good.
Because he don't want to be a hater no more. You just a hater, and I crush a lot. Is that how it go? Oh, it's player. No, it's not. Is it player?
I don't want to
be a hater no more. You just a hater. I crush a lot. Okay.
Well, you just a hater. We teach a lot.
Okay, that's how it go. This was the fact. This right here used to be the Quick Trip. It is now the Urban League.
Yep. And they put that there as a testament to the thing, and to help the people in the community, which is a good thing.
And then you see, when you talk about like how people talk wrong, I don't know what that even means, because we wrote books on the English language, which is crazy. But when you say those type things, it's just crazy. You know, when people do rap and they do word play.
That's actually poetry.
That's poetry, y'all.
And as well as that,
I know it's a play. I just did that on purpose.
in addition to that,
it's called wordplay.
We took the English language, which it was illegal for us to learn for over, what,
yes.
80 years, 100 years. When we did start learning it, we took the English language, mastered it, and then took it and turned it into side languages, like Ebonics and urban dictionary words.
Miss Bonita said, there's a reason why there's not a Real Housewives of St. Louis, because it get real quick. Correct. Okay. And then, you know, it's like called trolling, where you get on here and you just say stuff because you feel like, you know, I'm behind some stuff, but you wouldn't say it in my face.
Behind a keyboard.
And this is not even, I'm saying a real conversation, not, you know, where you could just say some stuff and then duck out. You know what I'm saying? It's some stuff where I can actually make you be like, wow, ma'am, you're correct. You are correct, ma'am.
All behind the keyboard.
Yeah, we don't do that. Keyboard gangster, right?
Yeah, keyboard gangster.
I'm a knowledge gangster. I tell you about yourself. Okay. All right.
No, they ain't even keyboard gangsters. They keyboard pranksters.
Okay. Boy, my husband got him today. Okay, so they staged all up and through here. The police were staged all through here. And I think Chamber...
Okay, let me get, before I forget. Now, when we talking about white and black, now this didn't affect white or... What's that?
They said drive to the other side to let them see how it changes.
Now look, this didn't affect... It's not white and black.
It's burned down.
Let me tell you something. It's not white and black. Now look, this was... Now, people looted and all that. Police didn't care. They had tanks.
Yep.
They were shooting percussion grenades and rubber bullets, all type of stuff. Now look, when you go back behind us, go south, there's a Buzz Westfall Plaza.
They used to be Northlands.
Yes. They got a Target store. The police surrounded the Target store and wouldn't let anybody bother that. Guess why? Because it's owned by the rich.
They also surrounded the Walmart.
Yes.
That's up here.
So it's owned by the rich.
If you had a business up and through here and it was basically just a personally ran business, they did not protect your store. They let it get
destroyed.
Because it is not about that.
It's about the rich and it's about the regular working man.
They protected Walmart.
White or black. Y'all haters hear that?
Okay.
They surrounded the Walmart and the Target, but everything else they was like burn it down.
They let them do it. Okay. Right. So yeah.
They look, what did Michael Jackson say?
Okay, so why you gotta burn stuff down, Squinty Magoo? You know, y'all do that all the time. Y'all burn down the whole city of East St. Louis.
St. Louis had to get burned down?
Yeah.
Why did Black Wall Street have to get burned down?
See, I told you I'm gonna throw it back. Stop it.
Why did Rosewood have to get burned down?
They did touch them. They did. The people ran up through Walmart and was looting it. They did at Walmart. But then they brought the police out and stopped that.
They stopped it because this is owned by the billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really care about us. What did Michael Jackson say?
He said, they don't, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, they don't really care about us.
Okay.
Hit me,
and that includes
you. You can never get me.
Haters.
All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Rich man, poor man. They don't really give a damn because they don't. Yes. Now, this is the Walmart. Why burn down black businesses? It wasn't just black businesses,
those
sir.
Black businesses.
It wasn't just black businesses. They burned down everything.
Businesses.
I'm just saying. It wasn't a specific person that they burned down and stuff for. And so, yeah, that's another thing. They didn't just target certain people. They were just upset.
They was angry.
And this was a way for them to get that out.
And then think about
it. And people, you know, it's sad.
Think about if somebody came to your neighborhood and
Krispy Kreme
and something happened in your neighborhood and somebody was pow-powed by the police and they let them lay there for 4 hours where your children and everybody got to look and watch this and see this, including the man's mother.
That ain't what I said. Okay, so he did not say that they surround. Okay, this is what we said. Police surrounded it. The National Guard surrounded and protected rich businesses.
That's what
That's what we said. See, that's where you getting it mixed up. Stop putting the white and black in there. They protected the rich like they always do, sir.
It had nothing to do with white or black. The rich.
Okay. Ventures used to be right here. And then it was a Deerberg's here. It is now a Ross for Less and an Aldi's. Okay. Again, you're here for education, and that's what I'm doing. They protect the rich. Okay. When we got together during the 1870 something?
Yes. The work strike in St. Louis.
Black and white workers worked together and overthrew the government of St. Louis. You know what they did? They sent in the National Guard. They developed the National Guard to get you, to make sure that you couldn't take control back of the city that you should have control of. Right. So that shows you that even when you're talking about these people that we elect, they are elected to protect the rich, not you. Not you, sir.
And then in
not you.
In 1932, when white and black workers, during the Prohibition, I mean, not Prohibition, the Great Depression, when we did a march on City Hall in St. Louis, whites and blacks, because nobody had a job. Nobody had anything. Okay? We did it together. And guess what? The police started firing in the crowd because the rich said, stop it.
Yes, so
it ain't about white or black.
That's what I keep trying to tell you, y'all. It's not about that. Now we're gonna take. We are the history lesson for now is done. I want to thank everybody for joining us for that history lesson. We are not done here. We're gonna continue to drive through. We're gonna take y'all down Lindbergh through Florissant, right, and then get back on the highway and head back. But we hopefully, because that was an hour of education. An hour of education.
I hope you learned something. If you didn't, if you still want to be ignorant, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then look up the Epstein class. That's what they calling them now. And so instead of you being mad at me, you probably should be mad at what they call the Epstein class.
Billionaire.
Because I have done nothing to you. Just saying. Now we are currently on what street is this? I keep forgetting. Hall's Ferry. That you are so welcome. Why? So like I said, I'm just telling you the truth. We just trying to educate you so that you can be in this world a smarter person. Because like I said, we both were asleep at one time. And I'm not anymore. And it really feels good to be awakened. You know. So yeah, I got your gold match. So I need the hubby to say, oh, here we go.
How sweet
the sound that saved a wretch like me.
I once
was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see.
I was blind, but now I see.
And then we're going to say, stomp. Everybody say. All the people say. I can't explain it. I can't obtain it. Jesus, your love is so, you're so amazing. He makes me high. Where to?
Up to the sky.
And when I think about your goodness, it makes me wanna stomp.
Hallelujah now.
Makes me clap my hands. Makes me wanna dance and stomp. Everybody say.
We're gonna have some Holy Ghost up in here tonight.
He get paid millions of dollars for being like, everybody say.
Yeah.
Or my people say.
He get paid that to be a hype man.
Yeah, the whole village say. Okay, this is not a ice cream place no more.
Iggy's. I told you it's been a barbershop for like 15 years now.
Oh my gosh. I don't know, the ancestors. That's who made us do this live, seriously.
Oh, we be on the south side all the time.
This was Long John Silver's. It's now Miami Grill.
Check out, look y'all. If you're new, follow, check out the videos. We do it's all type of history of all over St. Louis, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Yes.
We're gonna be in a city near you. We're gonna be in Cape Girardeau. We're gonna be in St. Genevieve, Chicago, Detroit. We're going all over. We finna get a tour service where we're gonna take you on live tours.
We can make a party. We can make a party anytime, right, Scrappy? And I didn't even say hello to Scrappy. Scrappy is my dog.
Boy, got it.
And I was just so. I'm telling you, the ancestors seriously be talking through a sister and a brother, and a lot of the things that we say, I don't even remember. I'm lying. I do remember them, but the ancestors do talk to you.
Look, this 2026. This ain't 1950 no more.
Yeah.
This ain't 1950 no more.
Them places been changed. Well, I ain't been out here in a while, and I grew up out here. I would sit in your tour. You gon' sit in the tour van, soy.
We going to get the van tomorrow.
Yeah, they been going out of bit. I know, but listen, I don't be out here like that. This is a long. We live in South City.
I was out here for work, delivering in the truck, so I know about all this.
Yeah, I grew up out here, but it's been a minute, okay? And so, if you don't really have a reason for, I'm saying, oh, y'all just showing parts of St. Louis. Yes.
We show all parts of St. Louis, and we give the history on all of St. Louis. Can I get a second
row seat? You could get a front row seat.
Man,
my favorite.
It's gonna be about 10,
EMS
15 seats on there. What's up,
sister?
Man, I miss EMS.
That's my brother's barbershop in one of the best in North County. Okay. Thanks for the. Is he okay? Is okay?
Oh, you live on?
Yes, a tour bus. Yes.
Oh, okay. That's.
I told y'all we're gonna take
Princeton
my brother and father live off Howard Shell. He live where?
Howard Shell. No, that's what
yeah, we live by each other. Well, we did. And Dairy Delight is really delicious. We gonna go to Dairy Delight, Sean. You keep saying it. I'm gonna have to go. Yay, front row. We love you too. You better keep passing them tests, because if something happened, you got to be on the scene.
You don't have to be there.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do a scene secure. You got to know what I'm saying. Make sure you got that exposed. Yes.
ABCs.
You talking about?
I still remember everything.
We gonna turn up here.
This left or right? Left.
This used to be a Kmart up here. Kmart is no longer in St. Louis. That's sad. We lose everything here. But they make you give DNA.
Rams,
you see Ross?
Stan Crockett, yeah, I know.
Yeah, they
don't mention Crockett.
Y'all driving so. This my husband Tristan. It used to be a Kmart right here. They said, "Why you driving slow?"
How you want me to drive?
What, you want him to just gun it? I didn't mean to say that, because they might say something.
I'm going 35, 40
I'm still
miles
doing.
an
You
hour.
better be. All glory to God. We pray for y'all all the time, and I know that I don't use that as a ploy, to be like, I'm doing this, just saying that I'm religious and that I'm praying for you when nothing is being done. We literally pray for y'all all the time, and we want you to be successful, Anto. There you go. She's on one of those. We used to be on those too. When I tell you, like, it's education, like, I was a registered nurse and an EMT for years. My husband was an EMT and a paramedic for years. And so, yeah, you're not on here talking to stupid people. You had to go through that system. And again, I was asleep for a while. And being asleep is being educated under certain systems, because they lie to you through those systems.
Yeah, it's propaganda.
It's propaganda. That's what it's called. And so, it's a mixture of, it's just, you got to come out of that and stop thinking about it. It's really seriously about the rich and the poor.
Think outside the box.
Yes. And so that is why we do what we do. We drive around, show y'all St. Louis, because it's not, bad things happen everywhere. Bad things happen in St. Louis. They happen in Georgia. I've
been down to Cedar Hill.
You gonna do it?
I've been up to Cape Girardeau. I've been to Hillsborough. I've been to some of the poor white areas. I've been to the poor black areas. Crime happens everywhere.
Yes, I will meet you, Kim.
You got all type of stuff going on in the city. Don't just single out one race.
Yeah. So
we had all the alcohol stuff going on. We got
the light,
all that. It's like it's crime everywhere. You got the Japanese people do crime. Everybody do it. They got all type of organizations in Japan. Everybody do crime.
Everybody do it.
Everybody in the country doing crime.
that was different. We just trying to lighten up y'all Sunday.
I mean, come on.
Now,
man.
This is Lindbergh, right?
This is
Lindbergh.
Highway 67. And
we just showing y'all some of the sites as we head back to South City, because why not? Now, at 6 tonight, we are going to be walking Cherokee, because we like to do a little walk every now and then to get y'all out, because some of y'all need to stretch them legs and get out with us, and everybody get tipsy. I'm blessed to find this channel. Oh, thank you, Bird. Bird ordered her shirt, y'all. We got shirts.
Yes.
And Bird and Alberta ordered shirts.
They got one of them, boy, and they dapper.
North County. What? I would take you to somewhere amazing to eat in Cape. I'm going to PM. Okay, please do. They don't sensationalize all the crime in the white areas. It's so messed up. It happened everywhere. That's what I used to say back in the day. Dateline only had white crime, and it was a new episode a couple times a day. So, it's like, you stop saying that only black people commit crime. That ain't true.
That's totally false.
Okay. Have you ever watched Snap?
So I mean, what is Jeffrey Dahmer? What is Ted Bundy?
Everybody do it.
John Wayne Gacy.
Okay.
I can go on and on and
on.
And
that'd be like where they like plot the whole thing, and it'd be like, I wanted the insurance money. I had a woman. It'd just be all kind of stuff.
So let's not do that.
So we can't. That's what I'm saying. You got some people who are educated, and they gonna hit back at you. It ain't
talking about you and your little feelings.
I am too for John Bonet.
What your mama told you, what your grandmama told you. We talking about facts.
It was. The Dateline to catch up was crazy. Y'all wrong for this. I'm not even gonna get in these conversations about. I'm just saying that everybody do things, and they had 2020 Dateline. It was all kind of shows.
48 Hours. I mean, come on. There's Show-Me's. Used to be Show-Me's. That's where they had the little. That was like Hooters. They had the little. Penny
he always point out these things. So this used to be Hooters.
That used to be Show-Me's.
Show-Me's. It's now Freddy's.
But now it's owned by some brothers.
Okay.
Some brothers bought it.
Yeah.
I think they still got the girls though.
Oh, they do.
I ain't delivered there for who knows how long. But
he know all about like little shorts and Hooters.
That's just what they uniform.
Yeah. Hello from Olive and 140. Hey, Umbra, is that right?
Olive and 141. You up there in West County.
Crazy to say you stuttering. Yeah, striving he is.
Anybody ask you nothing, huh?
Yeah, they did. We asked him. We always ask him questions. We asking him questions.
You sure got a lot to say, though.
How you know about them little shorts? What the hell you know about them little shorts?
You sure got a lot to say, don't you, Strap?
Okay. He's a lover, not a fighter. Don't do that. Don't do that, Scrappy.
I love one person.
Do y'all have some good barbecue places? Yes.
Taste of Texas.
Taste of Texas, baby.
Boy, they had a barbecue burger was about that thick.
You have a beautiful family, Kim. I like, if you know, when y'all stuff, when I go on there, because I really don't be like on TikTok like that. I'm just saying. I do to bring like y'all content and stuff. But when I go on there and I see like, and I be like, that's Kim or that's Tammy. I will watch y'all stuff and like your video. I say, that's the big girl. I know her, and then I'll look at it. But I really don't be on there like that. And when I see, like, y'all have beautiful families. You know? Y'all really do. And when you go to Taste of Texas, get the turkey leg, you will be in here saying, my. It sure tastes good to me. Woo, yeah.
And you're so damn fine.
Oh, yeah. My turkey leg. It sure was good to me. Yeah, you will be singing that. Alberta said sing it.
It was so damn
She got the mic out. It was so damn fine. Notice I had to go to high
red dress
and put on that barbecue sauce and put it all over the turkey.
You gotta have a coleslaw.
Scrapes about he feel a concert coming out.
You better say you do. What else is gonna be?
Yeah, and then I don't like coleslaw, but put on some potato salad and turn down that corn light. Ooh, yeah.
And turn that
and some of that spaghetti and watch them do the barbecue. Ooh. How do you feel about Reds? Ain't been there for a while.
Man, you know I got to get back out to Reds.
Don't
After the Mike
Brown
Brown
thing. Dancing.
What else they gonna do?
and then get some mac and cheese. That's what P said. And get some of that mac and cheese. It sure tastes good to me. Okay. Woo. I love how I got singing. It'd be like stuff that trigger you. Y'all, I'm sorry, we ain't gonna talk about food. Yes, we are. We gonna keep talking about food.
We gonna go to Reds and see after that thing happened.
Covers makes what I'm doing for Klondike bar. What you do? I remember. What would you do for a Klondike bar when we do these live tours with y'all? I expect. Come on.
We gonna have a karaoke machine.
Come on, we already got one. We just ain't bring it with us.
Yeah, and we gonna have a screen in
there.
They
say it open back up. It's me. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, it's open back up.
We gonna be singing like crazy. Even though we can't sing, we do not claim to be singers. That's not my profession. Now I'll heal your wound in a heartbeat like this. Okay.
Set your broken leg, all that stuff.
Yeah.
The Fat Burger. Where is that at? On St. Charles Road?
I don't know what made me just think of that Cisco. That thong. I like it when the beat go. Let me see the booty go. That thong. Yeah. All right. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna stop. As P said, we singers. That's what we are. We're singers.
Yeah, singers.
We don't sing.
We sing.
We sing.
Yeah, that's what you got.
That's where I had my first car accident. Reese and Cephas. She caught us.
Oh,
yeah.
We still together.
And that was the ones that would be doing stuff, but they would be like, ha. Whoa, yeah. You know when people do all that.
Boom, 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 boom.
Uh-oh, what song is this?
Boom, 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 boom. Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools.
Boom, boom, boom. You treated me bad. Boom, 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 boom.
You treated me cruel.
Boom, boom, boom. Treated me bad, like I was your fool.
Oh, yeah. And if we don't know the word, we just make them up.
We just make them up.
Angela doing this.
You better do it.
She doing
the hands in the air and wave them
like you just don't care.
And if you want the party, you can start it right. Everybody say, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's crazy. All right, we was supposed to be singing gospel for y'all. I'm sorry, but it morphed into the thong song.
Say, oh yeah. What's wrong with y'all?
Y'all do all right with this. Oh, thank you, Quenda. Oh, Alberta said, oh yeah. Angela said, oh yeah. Misha said, oh. Sean, why? Oh, everybody about, oh yeah.
Boy, y'all slow, man.
Yeah. No, they did it. Yes. Oh yeah. Okay, Bird. Y'all are hilarious. Oh yeah. That's right. We got y'all. Thank you, Alberta. And I know y'all do. Oh yeah, exotic. Hey girl. Hey Tammy. Y'all, we got some hilarious folks.
Man, look, we having fun over here. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay, let's do another gospel. I just break out in gospel songs because it is Sunday, and it's my favorite guy. What was his name?
Donnie McClurkin.
Donnie McClurkin. Okay. We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. Oh yes, for our Savior's just a sinner who fell down, but he didn't stay there and got up. Say it now. Y'all was supposed to say, we fall down.
Come in with the soprano. Y'all supposed to back that up.
Get up. We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we something about the name Jesus. We are singing, as P says. We are singing. Okay, another church song. Yes, yes. If I were you, I would say yeah.
Speak, Lord.
Speak, Lord.
Speak to me.
Speak to me.
Speak, Lord.
Speak, Lord.
Speak to me.
Speak to me. I was so lost.
So lost.
I was so lost.
So lost.
Until you spoke to me.
Spoke to me.
Speak, Lord.
Speak to me.
Oh, speak, Lord.
Speak to me.
Speak to me.
Speak,
my Lord. Won't you speak to me? Boy, we went to church. Alberta say, speak, Lord. P-Funk say, speak to me, baby.
You got to speak to us.
We are speaking. Let the church say amen. Amen.
Say amen.
Did you say amen? Amen. Amen.
What else we gonna say?
See, Daddy sinners have souls too. Everybody said amen. Y'all hilarious. Yes, Daddy sinners have souls too. You know, we used to reenact the scenes from The Color Purple, especially the scene where Mr. broke up the family. Remember that? And my brother, which he was hilarious. We was comedians back in the day, and we would have the whole neighborhood laughing. But we would reenact the scene when he broke them up, and he would be like, "Get off my land!"
Yeah, I'm throwing rocks at him.
And then he would throw rocks at me, right? He'd be like, "Get off my land!" And the people in the neighborhood would be losing and laughing, all the kids. I have a friend named Harpo.
Harpo is
who that woman?
Backwards.
Yeah, Harpo. Who that woman? Who that woman? And guess what happened after that? It wasn't good. I'm just gonna say that. You told Harpo to beat on me. You told Harpo to beat on me. Yeah. If we laugh at that now, but at the time it wasn't funny. But it is now. It is. Okay. It gonna rain on your head. Remember the kids? Mama, why you crying? That was a good movie. If you ain't watched The Color Purple in years, watch the original one from the 80s. Not that one that I was confused about. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was that they just remade. I was like, what the hell? Are we talking about The Color Purple, or I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Stage play.
Okay, she got Harpo back. I know Squeaky was real upset about it when she was like, who that woman? And boy, Sophia showed her who that woman was.
I had to fight all my life.
And then especially when she was singing to her, what was the song she sang?
Sister,
you've been on my mind, oh sister. We're two of a kind, cold sister. I'm keeping my eye on you. I bet you think I don't know nothing but singing the blues Oh, sister, have I got news for you? Something. I hope you think that you're something too. That's a point that I'm making to y'all. I am something and you are something too. Don't ever forget it. I'm talking to the men and the women.
All somebody.
Okay? Everybody. Black, white, Asian,
R.I.P.
Hispanic.
He said we all somebody.
I
am somebody.
He is.
And that means everybody. That means German, African, Asian, Croatian, Bosnian, Kizzy, Wizzy, all of you.
Not Kizzy.
All of you something. Oh, Jesse said it.
Oh, not Kizzy and Wizzy.
R.I.P. to him. Word up.
He took me off guard with that one. Not Kizzy and Wizzy. Kizzy, Wizzy, all of them. Who said that? Martin. Martin was stupid. It was like one of my favorite things that he said was, your hair so nappy, Wilson couldn't pick it. That boy is hilarious.
Look, everybody on the set had to laugh
yes.
at that.
Or when she was like talking about he was a little man. What was she called? The leprechaun.
Magically delicious.
Yeah. Martin is hilarious.
Martin was a pretty good old boxer too. Golden Glove chance, almost Golden Glove.
He was. That show was hilarious. All right, so we are headed back to the city. We are really enjoying ourselves. That's why we haven't ended the live. We only it's only been an hour and 20 minutes, but yeah, it's like,
and we love those discussions. It's good to get them ideas out there, you know. And sometimes people need a little checking.
Yeah,
but
and
it's
the
out
truth.
of love. They get a checking. You know, they call it tough love.
Yeah, don't think when we answer people that say insane things. Again, I am a black woman, and that's what we have been named here in this country. And so I'm gonna answer a racist comment with one of truth. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not being anything but truth.
Jesus said the truth will set you free.
So
we don't answer you with truth and love.
I love all people.
See, truth will conquer ignorance.
The movie Life is a class. Life is my movie, baby.
Man,
I can watch that anytime. Thank you, Misha. She said we understand, but they messing with our learning lesson. Thank you. It's called checking. That's what we gonna call it.
If you don't learn, you're gonna keep trying to do it.
And then I don't only check, y'all. If you notice, the people in the all the people, we all stand up and we check. If you come here with craziness, they gonna check you.
It's like it's a reaction to every action. Now I think Newton said that. He talked about gravity. He talked about actions and reactions.
Yes, they do. Y'all don't play.
One of them smart. I think it was Italian. He said, "There's an action, every reaction." So when you say something, it's a reaction. Right.
They said how often or how long do you do? A lot of times we do an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. But it's about an hour 20 minutes, and then we do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. And then we do one through the week as well. They said, why you driving? They keep asking why you driving so slow. He's doing something on the highway, man.
It's an optical illusion.
And so we do the speed. It's called a speed limit.
I'm doing 60
because when you come in here, we gonna learn you something. There you go. It don't just be me saying things. People will check you in the comment section. Y'all probably don't want to. And usually the people that saying the stuff ain't reading it no way. But we just don't play like that. And it's a history lesson. It ain't from my side, or it's an optical illusion. Thank you, David. It ain't just from our side. It's all sides of history that we tell. And so, a lot of people didn't like to hear. That's why I warned you before when we were going to be talking about Mike Brown.
Yeah, it's a racial issue.
And that is a very sensitive issue in this community.
You better say we don't
because he was a child. Stop trying to get him tickets. That's right, Randall.
Yeah, what is
you think
about?
This is?
Were you going to pay the ticket?
Okay. That's why we tell y'all get them seatbelts on, cause ain't nobody finna get no ticket for
Look, that was
we
just got done talking about how they used to pull black people over and we would be around the block paying tickets and get your car towed. Now you think I want to? That was 30 years ago. I ain't finna get back. He
wasn't even click. He just clicked. He wasn't even. I can't. He's been in the car now for 25 minutes.
Come on, dog.
Come on, not dog. I like to turn into. He talking about cutie cat say my bad. So.
Look, you got to look. Them ain't
people
supposed
say
to
Louis,
be
I will.
hazel. They for looking.
Your eye ain't supposed to be hazel for nothing. Y'all, we left Tammy.
Oh well.
Tammy, you just not saying something. We've been driving now for about 25 minutes.
On that Hall's Ferry bus.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if it's called the Hall's Ferry anymore, but
look for the
Tammy,
Hall's
I'm sorry, honey. I love you.
Hall's Ferry bus. Meet us down at that 8th Street Metrolink downtown.
Or at the liquor store up there on Broadway.
Yes.
We'll pick you up. We are heading up there right now.
Meet us at
y'all left me in pack. I can't. What was you doing? Was you getting a sandwich? What was going on, Tammy?
Look,
what's the rush of the way people late and never make it? Yes, I go slow and say, thank you, Paisley. Catch the floor. They do have a Florissant bus. The Florissant bus.
Yeah, meet us over there at Playboy Cappuccino.
Or where you getting off at by
All's Ferry.
So we gonna take that by where we lived, and then just go down that way, and then we gonna take you out through the circle. So it's gonna be maybe another 15-20 minutes, and then we gonna end.
I have a long.
Now we will be back tonight at 6, and we are gonna be walking. We hit 100,000! Yay! Thank y'all.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
We will be walking Cherokee Street. What are you eating tonight? Chili.
Chili. I gotta make my crock pot chili.
Yeah,
yes, my famous chili, and we having chili dogs.
Yeah,
Berta wanted to see it.
Yeah,
and I'm filming that on there.
Bird J say, hold on, I'm coming. Hold on.
Oh, that's
I'm
coming. That's the bird, ain't it?
Dun, 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 dun. Ain't that Sam and Dave or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we hit 100,000, y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your time. Thank you for you. This is your time too. You spending with us.
All our time.
I was thinking steak. Yeah, steak is getting to be expensive nowadays.
Now, you know we had some Wagyu ribeyes from Walmart the other day. Oh my God, they was like butter. Them steak tastes like butter. They was like cake. You ain't even need no knife.
Now I used to be all up and through here as a child. I literally grew up over here. This was Central City back in the day. I don't know what it's called now. It used to be a Central Hardware. If y'all remember Central Hardware, it was a Central Hardware over here. A Price Choppers. This is when I was out here. And it's always been a mobile gas station right there. And then it used to be a Shell gas station right here on this corner. And we used to go in there all the time. Cherokee is the only place for good tacos and beef tongue. Okay, we going there tonight.
They do have tripe and beef tongue tacos.
This was not Steak and Shake. This was a Shell gas station. Yeah. This AutoZone has been here forever. Ever.
The Arby's was where? Right over there?
The Arby's was like where the O'Reilly's Auto Parts is. And then it was a KFC. This is Halls Ferry. I think it's Old Halls Ferry, right? Or New Halls Ferry. This is New Halls Ferry.
This is New Halls Ferry. Old Halls Ferry go up to Jamestown.
And then it was a donut shop over there. We used to go get day-old donuts for $1. They would give you a whole bag of them. And it was a Chinese place over there that we would eat at.
Right there, ain't it?
This,
still right there.
Okay, so churches are still here. This was a medical facility right there. I mean, Cracker Barrel used to be over there too. But that was after I left, when I was no longer living out here. My mom still lives out this way. And then it was a KFC right here. And they tore down that Cracker Barrel. Unbelievable. And then I used to cut through that street all the time.
It was called Peking.
Peking. We used to go there.
It's still over. I don't know if it's open.
You had the show. You were by Castle Point. Yes. Castle Point was like in our backyard. And so we would be walking all up and through here. So, yeah, I grew up down this way.
The first night we met, officially,
my cousin at home.
She was sick, and we walked back down the River Road with her and her brother.
Yeah. And then this is how we would get home.
The first hug was here.
Yeah. Yeah, our first hug ever was over here. I was like, what, 14 maybe?
Oh, you was like, yeah, maybe
I was
14.
Probably 14.
I probably was 16.
But yeah, I met him through my brother. And my brother was so bad, he got kicked out of the Riverview school, so he had to go to the city school. And I met him over the phone when I was like 13.
Yeah, me and her brother met in 6th grade because he got kicked out of school out here and had to enroll in the city school. And we met.
Do a story on how we met.
Band class.
I probably knew you, Tammy, because I think we about the same age. And then he played my brother like he was his friend, but he was really coming out there to see me.
His friend, but
he was coming to see me.
Human nature.
And like, yeah, he was coming to see.
Looking out.
Yeah, I told y'all the first question when I got on the phone with him. I don't normally get on the phone with people. I was one of them people that the girls that was a good girl. I was a sweet girl. Thank you, Alberta. I was a sweet child.
Look.
Don't do that. And I put the camera on him. I was a good girl.
Yeah.
And he sullied this name. Okay. And I got on the phone with him. And I was like, hey, well, you my brother friend. This man says, what size are your boobs? And I stayed on the phone. I was like, I'm intrigued. He was just straightforward. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, I'm intrigued.
It's a legitimate
Pretty much about they all say that.
Right. What else we gonna say? At 16
he was saying all women say they good girl. We are good girls.
Right.
They closes. This used to be Elaine Stevens Beauty College right here. And it's gone now, waving to my dad. Okay, this has always been here, this whole thing. Right there, what a pickup line. He actually was like, or they the size that your hand fit in,
like
where your hand, yeah. And I was just like, this is
like volleyball.
Yeah, nobody ever.
Which one of those is it?
That good girl went out the window. It did, and I was like,
You right down the street, Ace High?
Hey, Ace. We all good girls until y'all turn us into fast. Okay, I'm into fast girl. I bird a baby. Yes, craziness. Can we get some Max chicken? No, Pete. Damn, my brother, he says. And so I was like 14 maybe, and I was one of those girls that people would be like, your back is your front. Remember, that would be a Joan for folks. And so you know, when you a kid back in, you know, when people would say that, right, I would be like, but at one point you supposed to be like this, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you gonna gain weight as we age, and then they gonna be the normal size, and it did work out that way.
Grade and you already got a D cup. Something wrong with that. You ain't,
yes.
You know, so
there's something wrong with that.
I mean, you know, people develop faster, but
so my back was my front, as they say. But yeah, and then it just developed, and we used to walk to River Roads, which was up this way.
When you was a kid, that wasn't nothing.
Yeah, we used to. It was to me. We would have to walk from where I showed y'all back there to River Roads, which was up here. It's now gone. This was like, you know, it was like stores and restaurants and everything off of this road. And
it was all Long John Silver.
It's sad to see that they've done this over the phone, love. That's how me and my wife met. Wow. At 13, 14 years old, I'm talking to my brother's friend on the phone, and it turned into, we go together.
Right.
Like you know, that's how, it's just so, it's nice to be like innocent and have that young love, you know? And I really, it's a lot of people that don't even get to experience that.
And then I spent a lot of my time out here. When I got my little car, I was out here all the time.
This is where River Roads was.
But like I said, you had to be, boy, you talking about driving.
This was a bank.
You had to bite your nails to drive through here, through Hall. It was a county Brown police like every 3 blocks on Hall's Ferry.
And this whole thing was a mall. It was called River Roads. And we used to like sit on this lot with my mom back in the day, and through the houses over here, you could actually see, it was a drive-through, what is that?
Drive-in movie.
A drive-in movie theater was over there. And we used to sit and watch the movies through the houses over here. It's just sad how it's changed like this. It was a Food for Less. It was a JCPenney's outlet. It was a lot of stuff. And then over there was a Snooks. And then they turned the Snooks into a Snooks Bakery Thrift. And we would go over there and get like raisin bread,
but see, that's what
and stuff like
that.
We
were talking about earlier, like disenfranchisement. You know, like the rich can disenfranchise the neighborhood whenever they feel like it. Yeah, and it's not right for anybody for them to do that. This is what it is. It's not us at each other's throats. It's the rich.
Right. It used to be assistant manager. It used to be an assistant manager at Neighbors. Oh wow.
Yeah, North
Driving. Now we get into the circle. We're gonna go through the circle and drive through that, and then we're gonna probably end because we've been on now for 1 hour and 32 minutes, and we're gonna go and get something to eat. And I was gardening yesterday. We're gonna have to do a live from the garden. We were out putting out.
We got the potatoes in.
Yeah, we was doing a lot of gardening.
We got the sugar cane in, but I think I did it wrong.
Yeah.
But I think if one node even grow, we'll have sugar cane. But if not, we're gonna get another one.
Yeah.
But we put the potatoes in. We got the chamomile in. So we'll have potato plants pretty soon. Yep. And you'll get to see us digging potatoes up. That is very cool. You two are
such a boy. Thank you, Paisley. Where are you going? I don't know, cutie cat. I don't know. And then this is the infamous circle that everybody was scared to drive back in the day. And so a lot of stuff. It used to be, I always say, service merchandise. It was a pharmacy up here. It was a Steak and Shake. It was all stuff in here back in the day.
Yeah, because
it's sad to see
when it was nice. I mean, you know, Baden was nice.
And then we are in Baden now. This is when we used to drive through Baden. It was like, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Fountains, flowing.
I remember they say, Sanford's Club was there. And then there used to be a gas station there called Cousin Jed's. They had the cheapest gas in the entire city. Love following you guys. Keep it going. Thank you.
Thank you guys. That's where I grew up. If you're new to follow.
Now they're putting no circle. Yes.
If you're new, follow.
Wow. Your ex-husband though, Marie. Yeah, if you haven't follow. I think once we get up here, we probably gonna be ending. But times have definitely changed, Misha. Join us tonight at 6.
And if you haven't got your shirt that has that logo, you know, when you look at the videos and it's like that brum brum and it has us in the car. The shirt has that. If you haven't seen them yet,
someone down the street.
Make sure you get your shirt. And that number for that. Should I give it?
Oh yeah, he gonna give you the number. You can call the number for the shirts.
Is 1-231. No, 1-557-231-9476.
Yeah, and if we don't answer, we will answer you right back. And we do talk. We'll talk to you.
Get back to you.
Yeah. So, while my granny used to live over there, we used to go to Water.
That's Pearl's Pickle.
This is
we
yes,
saw
Pearl's.
in the Soulard yesterday. Yep. That's where they're based.
Yeah. Well, thank you for putting that up. 1-557-231-9476. I love your stories. They're really interesting, guys. Thank you, Sean. And then we went to Velvet Freeze yesterday, and Velvet Freeze was actually located in this building right here. It was like stores down here. It was all types of stuff down there. This is the light they always running up here in Baden. So we are in Baden. We gonna end the live, y'all. We had a wonderful time. We gonna get something to eat. Y'all need to go get something to eat too.
Be back at 6 o'clock for Cherokee Street.
Yes. I hope it wasn't too much for y'all. We do like to try to just shove it in. You know what I'm saying? While we got the time. And yeah, hopefully y'all learned something today, because I sure did. I always learn something, even though we are always talking. If y'all good hamburgers, try it. Jack Nolan's in Soulard. Oh, okay. I enjoy y'all live as always. I'm about to cook now. Girl, you better cook up something good too, Tammy. Coffee and smoke. Okay, y'all. So we will see y'all tonight at 6, walking Cherokee Street. So you are the best, Sean. You are the best. Y'all are all the best. We love y'all, seriously. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for the love and support.
So,
and appreciate it. Thanks for riding with us.
Yeah, we really do appreciate everybody. If you want to get that shirt, call that number, and we will see you tonight at 6.
Tonight.
Then, boy, we be on the street. We on that last one, so we be like looking forward to that.
Outside, as my 40-year-old say.
We will see you this evening, and we should be getting that. We gonna be if we can keep this appointment Monday. We should be going to get this tour bus. So it's coming, y'all. All right. So we love all y'all. Stay blessed. Okay, and then stay educated, all right? And as I say, for now, goodbye. And as my husband says,
peace.
All right, so we are on our way this morning to drop off our first shirts at the post office. Cool, right?
Very excited.
I'm excited. Two of them. Excited. Okay, so
I'm so excited.
And you just can't what?
And I just can't hide it.
What are you about to do?
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
He like it. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we finna go in. That's crazy. We are about to go in and drop these in the mailbox. Thank you for the orders, and hopefully y'all get y'all shirts, because they are coming in hot. Coming in hot. He got his on today.
I sure do.
And so do I. So yeah, we finna drop this off, and we'll see you guys at the post office.